Captain Neth Parr of the CSS Steadfast. Thank you for answering my call for assistance. Admiral Kumarke from the Lucari Concordium has joined me. With additional data provided by the Admiral, I confirm the preliminary scans taken earlier by my vessel match Lucari protomatter with 80% accuracy. I suspect Zenkethi rebels are keeping this protomatter concealed somewhere in the system. It is imperative we stop them before they weaponize it.
It's good to see you, though I would have liked for this reunion to happen under better circumstances. I'm relieved we're receiving additional support. That protomatter is quite important. It was a gift to the Etherians. That's of course before we became aware of their Borg and Iconian biological composition, not to mention their seemingly nefarious plans. Captain Parr and I could use some help scanning the system for anomalies that might point to the protomatter's location.
It is unclear. What is clear, however, is that this rebel activity violates the peace agreement my people made with the Alliance. This puts everyone at risk, no matter their allegiance. Lead the way.
I've set up a sensor link. We'll be able to share any data we find.
I will not stand for a repeat of Enoch, Atrusi Prime, or Draconis 3. The list of genocides goes on.
Scans indicate slight elevations in cosmic neutrinos and small-scale quantum fluctuations.
Sensors reveal residual protomatter subspace markers. Our thieves are likely nearby.
I'm detecting a biogenetic energy signature located within a nearby gravitic distortion.
That must be the protomatter. It pains me to think I was once allied with these war-mongering fools. Passive sensor arrays are detecting an enormous gravimetric distortion close by. This does not align with typical Zenkethi technology, nor does it align with the protomatter signature. Something else is at play here. Let's be careful. A Zenkethi satellite has decloaked in the distance. Approach with caution. Shields up. Alliance trespassers. To identify what type of Zenkethi technology we're up against. A weapons platform. This satellite is armed.
cloaked Zenkethi space station. As far as I'm aware, that's unheard of.
We'll need to deactivate these satellites to get to the space station. We are being engaged by a decoded Zenkethi fleet. Battle stations. Good work. Satellite Gamma has been neutralized. Mars and heavy vessels incoming! Satellite Alpha has been deactivated. Calm down, Ron. You are in violation of the Scientific Alliance peace agreement. Satellite Beta is down.
The altar condemns you, Nethpar the Betrayer. We spit on your worthless peace agreement and its empty, meaningless words. Depart from this system immediately, or I shall personally see to the splitting of your yapping too.
You fail to see the madness of your ways, Ron. You have been duped, brainwashed into following the path of carnage. You've lost sight of the Centauri's original goal, eradicating enemy forces to protect our own. But you are indiscriminate in your targeting. You eradicate so many that there will be none left to protect.
You grow soft, poor, and weak. Your ideal, your peace, it does not exist. There is only struggle and war. Those who do not prepare for such a reality will be the first to fall.
How did you acquire the proto-matter, Ron?
Wouldn't you like to know? Worthless sop!
Ejected. Recommend scanning before pickup. It could be a trap.
This protomatter has been corrupted. Its structure, though outwardly Lucari, has been modified to fit Aetherian technology we've previously encountered, with some Zenkethi alterations as well. Essentially, it's been weaponized. Not only that, but this device has been injected with nanites whose origin matches the data provided to us by Cooperative Borg Leader Director Hugh. They are compatible with the specimen he mentioned in his report.
We must destroy their protomatter. We cannot let this device fall into enemy hands.
I, for one, am of the opinion that we should study it. I know it's risky, but this could present us with invaluable data. Is this not why we explore the galaxy? Not only to protect other life forms, but to learn more about them. Ultimately, this protomatter is of Lucari origin, and it's up to us to safekeep it. Captain Parr, I promise you, we will do just that. We shall be more cautious with our gifts in the future. A repeat of the events on the Dranur colony will not happen on my watch. There may be a way to safely dismantle the device and recover the protomatter in order to purify it. However, it looks like the Rescava can't get a lock on it. Our phase discriminators were damaged in battle. Would you beam it over? I'll set up a containment field before you beam it aboard. A Borg cube. It's locked onto the protomatter device.
We cannot allow them to leave with the protomatter.
Weapon systems malfunction. We're unable to remodulate our weapons to bypass the cube's shield.
Admiral, we must retaliate. Helm, get a lock on the protomatter with our tractor beams. Now!
Warning. Ship is under attack. Left shield failing. Target shield has failed.
never can damage. If they neutralize us, it's over.
Captain Parr, our tractor beams are giving in. We can't hold on for much longer.
Weapons are back online.
It's useless. The Borg cube has adapted.
Can we leave aboard and fight?
Too risky. Scans show thousands of cybernetic life forms aboard, including Trill and Tellarite Borg.
You're left with no choice. We must use the protomatter against the Borg.
Absolutely not. This protomatter has been tampered with. It could be unstable.
It's the only way. We're out of time.
There must be another way.
It's now or never.
All right. A targeted H boson pulse should trigger the protomatter reaction. We need to get closer to the Borg cube to detonate the protomatter. Destabilize the protomatter. Now! We need to get closer to the Borg cube to detonate the protomatter. Destabilize the protomatter. Now! We need to get closer to the Borg cube to detonate the protomatter. Destabilize the protomatter. Now! We need to get closer to the Borg cube to detonate the protomatter. Destabilize the protomatter. Now! We need to get closer to the Borg cube to detonate the protomatter. It's been terraformed. What's happening to it?
Borg disengaging.
What a shocking experience. Although I won't be returning with the protomatter today, my superiors will be relieved to know it's no longer in enemy hands, thanks to you. Retrieving it has been a priority mission for a while now, ever since we discovered the Ethereans' true intentions.
It isn't over yet. We don't know the consequences of the transformation we have just witnessed.
Already on it. The Lucari Concordium will share its findings with Alliance Command and its allies. Count on us to keep you informed. And to you both. You're right, Captain Parr. What we saw was alarming and awe-inspiring in equal measure. To my knowledge, no one has ever terraformed a Borg cube before, if that's even what happened. For now, I've been assigned another priority mission, but let's stay in touch. This doesn't bode well.
I will notify Alliance Command of our success. In particular, the neutralization of Zenkethi rebels in 13 Ceti and elimination of protomatter-related threats. This does not, of course, include the strange monstrosity we witnessed today. I will reach out when I know more. I am thankful the protomatter no longer lies in the hands of the Zenkethi or the Borg. Your actions today were brave and principled, and I look forward to our next encounter. thank you for your assistance today. I made a vow to Alliance forces and to myself that I would help save as many lives as possible after Zenkethi forces decimated entire worlds in an effort to eradicate the Tranthuli. This vow is one I intend to keep. Admiral Kumarke and I are tracking the protomatter. You will be notified should we come across further suspicious activity or new information. These Ethereans seem to walk the path of destruction. If they knowingly supplied warfaring Zenkethi with weaponized protomatter, then they are both dangerous and provocative. I am sure you also noticed the strange fungal creep that overtook the Zenkethi space station as we departed 13 Ceti. Whatever this is, it is spreading. Until our paths merge once more. Par out.
Congratulations, Captain.
Greetings, this is Hugh, Director of the Cooperative Borg and Borg Reclamation Project. I'm assembling a task force to take down the Ethereans, and Command has put your name forward as their specialist on all things Borg. As you know, the Cooperative and its allies are currently trying to track down Tassine Faye. We think we've found her. Will you meet me at Deep Space Nine? I've called for a classified, high-priority meeting with the Alliance. Upon arrival, I recommend you have your first officer dock your ship so we can run some diagnostics on it at the station. We've been working on experimental methods of removing what we believe is Etherean starship sabotage. We can't risk any further malfunctions. I'll be counting on you and your ship today. There is always a choice.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine. I am filling in for President Okeg, whose presence was requested at Kittimer HQ instead. The other Alliance captains recruited for this mission have already received their briefs and will be heading out shortly. When you're ready, you may take a seat to attend the conference. Until then, feel free to strategize with your allies. I will be observing from the sidelines so I can draw up a mission report once you've returned.
You made it. Always good to share a high-priority mission with a fellow Starfleet officer. I saw your ship ducked out at one of the pylons. Let me guess, Aetherian sabotage, right? Well, if it's any consolation, I hear they're almost finished with the experimental diagnostics they're running. You'll be the first to test them out. With any luck, you'll be joining us soon for what will hopefully be my last tactical operation for quite some time. Admiral Quinn's put in a good word for me with Pete Harkins of the old Pathfinder project. Who knows? Maybe we can start up a new exploratory initiative. I haven't exactly told the other captains about that, though. Keep it to yourself. Let's focus on taking down these Aetherian Grelthi and call it a day. Starfleet's counting on us.
You're late, but I am pleased to see you here. The atmosphere is a little tense inside this conference room. Loris has informed us that the Dominion does not intend to partake in this mission. Their fleet is indisposed. In fact, a number of allied powers are no-shows today. Not a great start. I thought I was done with mad demigods for the foreseeable future, but it looks like we've got an Aetherian cult leader on our hands. I don't know much about this Tassine Faye, but I've heard she's bad news. I better ready up the Lisette and check in with my crew.
Have you come to join us in glorious battle against the Aetherians? Or are you content with watching from the sidelines like a kachom? We should already be heading to our destination point, yet the Alliance leaders wish to host a conference first. I, for one, will not sit by idly and let the opportunity to strike first pass me by.
Please, have a seat.
Thank you all for coming. I know not all of our allies could make it today.
It's not the first time we host a high-priority conference at Deep Space Nine on the threats posed by the Borg. But this time, our mission feels a little more hopeful. Director?
The Cooperative and I called on the Alliance today to inform your captains that one of our nanoprobes has successfully tracked Aetherian Concordium leader Tassine Faye to the Midas Array.
Tassine Faye believes she is on her way to seize control of the array and lay a trap for the Alliance. This time, we've come prepared.
We've been working on a strategy against the Aetherians and have been tracking their trajectory for some time now.
Thanks to the Cooperative, the Midas Array has already been evacuated. Non-essential personnel have been transferred using cloaked Klingon vessels provided by Chancellor L'Rell, and false life signs intended to lure the Aetherians in have been planted aboard the array with Romulan technology lent to us by Proconsul Datan.
But that's not all. A team of Cooperative scientists and I have been developing an Aetherian diffusion device that we're hoping to use on Tassine Faye. Our Priority 1 tactical initiative is to ambush her by the Midas Array in order to extract and interrogate her. My fleet is currently split up in an orbit of both the Lucari homeworld and the Jaret system Dyson sphere to prevent incursions of any kind. Recent events suggest both the Lucari and Iconians are at risk. There's a high probability Tassine Faye will head to one of these locations next. As the Yasutake is stationed by the Dyson sphere, I'll be needing a ride to the Midas Array. Fortunately, the Admiral, Chancellor, and Proconsul have sent their best ships to assist us.
Are we really certain that Etherean technology is unable to detect a cloaked evacuation and false life signs?
Perhaps you should ask the Tal Shi'ar, Proconsul. Our latest mission reports indicate the Ethereans were involved with them somehow.
Chancellor, you and I both know that I have no relation to the Tal Shi'ar or their nefarious activities. Besides, the data found aboard the Harmony was barely legible. It could have been fabricated for all we know.
Please, my friends, let's put our differences aside for the sake of the galaxy. We can discuss the details at a later date. Our current priority is to safely excise Tassine Faye and defuse her, if possible.
And why is that exactly, Admiral?
Because we believe Tassine Faye is the Etherean Borg Queen.
And if we can get to her, we can get to her entire collective.
You are a worthy ally, Director. But are you really prepared to take on a 200,000-year-old Iconian Borg Queen?
I'm glad you asked. I've got an expert on all things Borg Queen aboard the Enterprise. Come see me when you're ready.
As much as I'd like to see Starfleet return to a role of discovery, I'm afraid its phasers at the ready for now. Above all else, it's imperative the Alliance remains united. A number of galactic leaders are missing today. I hope this isn't indicative of anything but a difference in priorities. Stay safe out there.
The Ethereans bring great dishonor to our galaxy. They lie, trick, deceive, and worst of all, steal from others. These smooth-headed Marchwipu do not even have the backbone to earn their spoils. We must do whatever it takes to put an end to their treachery. Good luck with your mission.
We will not stand by as the Ethereans threaten to take over the galaxy or bow before tyrants, not ancient Iconians, changeling infiltrators, Terran emperors, or even Borg queens. Good luck today.
Thanks for meeting me here. The captain should be arriving at the Midas Array any minute now. Here are the details of our mission. I've been working on a diffusion device for some time now together with the Yasutake's first officer, Commander Duff. In essence, we've modified Admiral Janeway's neurolytic pathogen to make it compatible with the Ethereans. Instead of neural disruption, this device uses a retroviral agent to break genetic fusion and revert drones to their pre-fusion state. Here's the catch, though. We need someone to spread this virus for us. A liberated Borg is the ideal candidate, as they'd be able to tap into the Etherean subspace frequencies. That's right, or the XB ally I've called in. If we target Tassine Faye, we should be able to sever the Ethereans from their queen. Needless to say, it's risky, and could lead to widespread chaos within her collective. But even if we fail, as long as we capture her, we'd still be able to use her as a bargaining chip or interrogate her. We've only got one shot at this. This is a single-charge diffusion device, so we'll need to be quick and smart. Looks like I'm down a fleet today, so I'll be traveling with you, if you don't mind. I hear your ship is about ready.
Lieutenant Kagrash has informed me that your ship is ready for service. Good luck out there.
Aetherians must have seen us coming somehow. Proconsul Datan was right. Let's act quickly. We need to search the system and get a debrief from the Alliance captains. Long-range sensors suggest the Bortesque is critically damaged. Let's go.
This is Captain Corrin. The Bortesque has sustained plasma conduit ruptures across several decks.
Hold your position, Captain. We'll begin repairs with a low-frequency gamma weld.
Director, I see you do not back down from a challenge. Your assistance is appreciated.
Assistance we better redirect to the Lisette. Let's move.
This is the Lisette. Do you copy? We're being tailed by a drone ship.
Commander Duroc, this is Director Hugh. Copy that. We're on it. Nicely done. My compliments to your tactical officer.
You're a welcome sight. It seemed your delayed arrival is now turning out to be vital to the success of our mission. Not a conclusion I would have been able to draw by relying on logic alone. Past the array. However, the exact position is unclear. The Aetherians have severed the Lisette's comms link with the Enterprise. Full systems malfunction. Before we set off on our mission, Alliance vessels received a comprehensive security sweep at Deep Space Nine. Unfortunately, the sabotage went undetected, which is cause for concern. To my knowledge, the Aetherians have never been aboard the Lisette. This means their plans are either being carried out remotely, or that sabotage technology was discreetly brought aboard. But they're here all right. We're still investigating, but if you'd like to witness the malfunctions yourself, you can head to the Midas Array. The Romulan Republic did not only plant false life signs, but a surveillance system. Approved by the Alliance, of course.
Thanks, Commander. Cause for concern indeed. We'll head to the array as we search for the Enterprise.
Captain Sean, this is Commander Duroc. The Midas Array has been tapped. My crew is standing by.
Copy that, Commander. Fortescue, this is the Enterprise reporting in. We are in position and ready to intercept the Harmony. Captain Corrin, do you copy?
Captain, I've received an emergency transmission from the Bortesque. Cloaking technology has been compromised. The Aetherians could get a visual lock on Corrin's crew in moments if we do not act swiftly.
Damn. Well, still no sign of the Harmony. And the Bortesque is showing up on our sensors now. This is not good. Commander, could you get closer and provide a status report? The Enterprise has to maintain position.
Agreed. The Lisette is temporarily abandoning position. Helm, set a course for the Bortesque, but keep a distance.
Enterprise Lisette. This is Captain Corrin. Bortesque. Comms have disrupted. The spineless enemy has...
Captain Corrin, do you copy? There's no response. Enterprise, the Lisette needs to get closer in order to scan the Bortisque, or beam down if necessary. Wait. Enterprise, the Lisette systems are shutting down. Something is overriding our cloaking technology. Captain Sean, do you copy? Sean? Vakel?
It looks like the Alliance ships were sabotaged, but at different times. As if Tassine Faye had planned to incapacitate the captains in battle. But something went wrong. Why not trigger the malfunctions in one go? Get everyone at the same time. And why the Bortisque first? It all feels a little erratic. I wonder if our...
Look who showed up to the party. Just in time to watch my ship get towed into oblivion. Poetic.
Glad you're in such good spirits, Captain, but it's not time for goodbyes yet.
Tassine Faye's on that ship. Don't let it escape. I bet she's already powering up a reality vortex.
On it. We'll disable the Harmony's EPS grid and quantum phase generators. Harmony's weapon systems are down. Now's our chance to disable that tractor beam. That's it. The Harmony has been disabled.
You just prevented my ship from getting booked on a terrifying interdimensional flight. The offer of a one-way ticket to the Ethereal homeworld isn't entirely uncompelling, but it's the complementary side of assimilation I take issue with. I'd love to stay and chat about how grateful I am, but we've got an Ethereal boarding party on our hands down here. What's more, Commander Kiona has just notified me that Tassine Faye's decided to join her little friends aboard the Enterprise. A hell of a situation we've got on our hands, but perhaps this is a blessing in disguise.
You're right. My colleague is already aboard the Enterprise waiting for our arrival. Hopefully this gives us an advantage. Ready to beam down on your command.
Welcome aboard the Enterprise. Here's the plan. We need to secure the ship. There's no use capturing Tassine Faye if we're fused by one of her drones. We also play by Alliance rules, which means helping any survivors we come across if we're able to. Speaking of allies, my neural link received a ping from a subspace beacon originating from the ship's computer access room. That'll be my colleague. We'll need to team up with her to improve our odds. Remember, we need a liberated Borg to act as a conduit to defuse Tassine Faye. Lead the way. Ethereal drone up ahead.
Diplomacy is futile. Fusion is formidable.
The doors ahead are locked. We need to find a way to bypass security protocols. Didn't know you were a force field specialist.
Fusion is the only final frontier. It is clear now.
Final frontier?
Why explore the galaxy when your mind can become one with the all-knowing ether?
I'm glad I'm not fighting these drones alone. There's something odd about the way they say their axioms. Sounds a bit familiar. The security room. I bet we can bypass lockdown protocols from inside. Look out for anything that might be useful.
This is Commander Philippa Mathias, counselor on board the USS Enterprise. I don't know how much time we have left. The ship has been compromised. They've taken one of our ensigns and done something unspeakable to them. It's only a matter of time before they find me. Oh, God, they're coming. Commander Kiona, tell the captain that...
We need to disable security parameters to open the doors to the computer access room. I'll cover you. Nicely done. Let's return to the computer access room.
Your collective was imperfect. Join us so you may finally ascend.
The only thing ascending in here is my frustration with you.
Fuse, and you shall know perfection. 7 of 9. Tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01.
How about you fuse with my right hook? Thanks, but I've got it. What took you so long? Any tips on how to take these suckers out?
I do, actually. Shut down the transporters and compromise the reactor core.
Oh, perfect. I'll keep it in mind. Well, would you look at that? I was wondering who the classified contact you've been speaking so highly of was. It's been a while, but I'm glad it's you. I take it you're familiar with the plan? That's right. The director here also shared some tactical information with me from his time aboard the Harmony. With any luck, our game of Catch the Queen should go a little better than your last run-in with the Etherians. High risk, high reward, I won't deny it. But our odds are good. This extraction is now happening on Alliance territory, and we've got 2 liberated Borg candidates who can act as diffusion conduits.
Alliance Task Force, this is Captain Sean. Tassine Faye is on the bridge.
This is our chance. Lead the way, 7.
We can access the bridge from main engineering. Follow me. So, Director, how confident are we feeling about this diffusion device?
I'd say about 75%, give or take.
Reversing emitter node polarity, destabilizing force field integrity. Let's go.
Through fusion, we are...
Step away from it.
She's escaping. Transport trajectory confirms she's heading to the Lisette.
Kel-Shan, you no longer need to bear the burden of being a sole survivor. We can become one.
What on... Are you talking about my family? How the hell do you know about that?
Don't get distracted, Captain. They're messing with you.
Director, 7. I can't thank you enough. That was a close call. Once this mission is over, I'll be heading back to Deep Space Nine for repairs and repose. That's if any of us make it out alive.
Enterprise, this is Commander Jirok. It's good to see you're all in one piece. Our comms are up and running again, but internal systems have been sabotaged by the Etherians, including our Singularity Core. Requesting immediate assistance.
We can't let that Singularity Core destabilize. Its collapse could cause a chain reaction across this region of space. Our team will head to the Lisette. Captain Sean, your crew needs you here. Let's keep in touch.
I'm contacting you from the bridge. The Etherians have sabotaged the Lisette's internal systems. We've managed to repel boarders, but they've blocked off our path to the Singularity Core. They're plotting something. Many, unfortunately. To add to that, most of the ship's doors, consoles, and turbo lifts are malfunctioning. We used some of our last power reserves to beam you aboard our Singularity Core deck. I'll have to guide you remotely. Your team will need to reroute our emergency power supply to conduct repairs and access our Singularity Core. As you can see, environmental systems are offline and visibility is limited. Sending over command-level clearance codes. You'll need them to move on freely. There are repairs to conduct beyond those doors, but you'll need to pick a path. Our power supply is too low to open both at the same time.
My internal sensors are detecting a nearby oxygenation valve that needs fixing up.
Nice work. Power is rerouting to the valve.
Looks like you unlocked a security log.
This is Lieutenant Zhu Terrell, Tactical Division. I am still unable to locate Sub-Commander Zional, despite my best efforts. The Etherians swarmed the Lisette, ignoring most of the damage dealt by my disruptors. They locked us out and overrode all of the ship's systems, despite leaving many wounded in her wake. This Ta-Si Fei seemed uninterested in exchanging phaser fire with us, heading straight for the core instead. Lieutenant Salon's security report indicates the Etherian's life sign was last detected in the Singularity Core room. As I am unable to access it from this deck, I will reluctantly transfer our medical unit instead, and guard the survivors until I receive new orders from my commander.
Can't think of a good reason why a Borg queen would do that. It's also a little odd to be putting herself on the line like that, don't you think? Then again, these Etherians are Iconian Borg. Maybe their motivations are harder to determine than your average collective.
The Lisette looks worse for wear.
The ship has seen better days, no doubt about that. These consoles power life support and airlocks, but the isolinear chips are misaligned.
Power is being diverted from their systems.
All right, one more to go. It worked. All right, I'm only detecting one affected area left. Let's go. Great. Repairs are done. Singularity will on the side. Let's head back to damage control.
Thanks to your efforts, power has been restored to this deck. The Singularity Core is now accessible. Stand by to receive the room's access codes. Hold. I'm receiving a transmission from the Bortiskew.
Alliance Task Force, this is Captain Corrin. I have a visual on the Etherian pit Hach. Tassine Faye and her followers have boarded the Bortiskew. Her treacherous drones are not holding back. This is a fight worthy of a Klingon. If you are brave, you will join us in battle.
Hold that thought. Logistics are up and running again. Our intel indicates that the Singularity Core has been tampered with. If it collapses, it's game over. For everyone.
Agreed. It's the only option. What's the play?
Glad you offered. I was thinking the same thing. With Commander Jirok's guidance, one person should be enough to repair the Singularity Core. But don't take too long, you're gonna miss all the fun.
I'll guide you through the Singularity Core repairs. First off, equip an EV suit.
Captain Corrin, this is 7. 2 to beam over.
The Etherians fried some of our gravity generators. Really changes your perspective.
Jirok, this is Sean. I'm getting reports of Borg incursions close to the Juret Dyson sphere.
Focus on collecting data from nearby consoles. Sean, I'll contact command. Scans show the sabotage device you removed was sending a signal to the Harmony. Another device removed. This one was emitting a destabilizing resonance pulse. Logistics point to a final anomaly past the core. You'll need to power it down. It's beautiful, isn't it? Singularity Core. Controlled chaos. Unmatched potential. Don't let that fool you, though. If the containment field fails, we'll begin to demolecularize. Initial scans registered a single anomaly. Turns out we're dealing with a trifecta. Plasma conduits have been repaired. 2 more points to go. Sending you the coordinates. Subspace anchors have been stabilized. Sending over the final coordinates.
This is 7. How's it going? We could use your help on the Bortisque.
Quantum diagnostics are back online. Now that core stability has been restored, I'll reroute main power back to all systems, turn the core back on, and head down to your deck. Thank you for your assistance. I'll take over from here, patching you through to the Bortisque.
While my warriors have been crushing Aetherian enemies through fire and flame, you have been floating around on the Lisette, tinkering with broken technology. Enough! Now is your chance to die with honor, and put your Darshekme where your mouth is. I have a lock on your coordinates. Transport in 3, 2, 1! We must secure the bridge! Good. You live to fight beside us still. The Aetherians and their spineless leader have dared to board the Bortisque and set it ablaze with their sabotage. That's the spirit. You must pick up a fire suppression device if you wish to die honorably. The device, however, must be repaired first. Those worthless swines have sabotaged most of our equipment. Extinguish the flames and join your allies in battle!
Good, you're here. We're a little outnumbered.
From 2 hearts to 1, fusion is glorious.
To sabotage a Klingon ship is to provoke the wrath of 1,000 Buttless!
We said it would be nice to go somewhere warm for my next job. This is overkill.
Still no visual on Tassine Faye, but there are plenty of drones around.
Can't tell if I'm inhaling smoke or if that's the taste of defeat. Where's Tassine Faye?
Corin, this is Jirok. There are reports of multiple incursions taking place in the Khitomer system.
Hoitcha! My comms officer will notify Cadrin. May their battle be as glorious as ours.
More Ethereum boarders on the lower level. Stay sharp and look out for survivors.
Alliance team, report to the mid-level of the bridge. Though these flames make for a glorious battle scene, suffocating is no way to reach Stovercore. We need to repair the Bordaskew's ventilation system and clear all debris so we can find this Etherean Tach-Kek.
You're right. I'll stay with Corin and help clear the debris. 7, I recommend you and I split up in case something goes wrong on either side.
You got it. Let's get to work on these vents. Formal training or just impeccable instinct?
We've cleared an area of debris. Smoke is subsiding.
My internal sensors are reading one more ventilation console up ahead. Forged in fire, right? It's almost ironic now. You know, something's telling me we are going about our trap the wrong way.
Debris has been cleared.
Ventilation's back online, too. Heads up, I'm picking up on Tassine Faye's exact biosignature, but the signal is fading. I don't see her up there, though. Can anyone get a visual?
Visual or not, we must clear this debris. If the Etherean leader is hiding behind it, she will die a coward.
Damn, she escaped.
More Etherean borders.
How do they keep bypassing all of the Alliance's security parameters?
Oh, fuck! What is this filth doing on my view screen?
I'm not sure what that is on your view screen, Captain Corin. Maybe an Etherean sabotage subroutine? Either way, no sign of Tassine Faye. The biosignature is gone.
Incoming transmission from Captain Sean.
Alive, but not well. Sorry to say, but Tassine Faye is back on the Enterprise. I'm opening up a multi-channel with the Lisette.
The Lisette is stable, for now. but I suspect my vessel is next on Tassine Fei's list of destinations. What's the plan?
Know thine enemy. An Earth saying, I believe. Tassine Fei is one step ahead of us. We must get one step ahead of her.
That's pretty good, actually. The Harmony's disabled, right? In essence, the Alliance has control of it until Tassine Fei decides to initiate repairs, but that doesn't seem like her priority right now. Most of her drones are beaming onto our ships while her own shields are down. We could beam onto the Harmony while the Etherians are distracted and lay our trap there. A couple of pattern enhancers, maybe some arson, little vandalism, you know, something to get her attention. Wouldn't be on our turf anymore, but we'd have some time to set it all up.
The reactor room. I remember Admiral Kumarke say something about how the core seemed important to them. Maybe we can do a little sabotage of our own.
Your assistance aboard my vessel has earned my respect. But you are mad if you think any of the Alliance captains are willing to sit out on the fight of our lifetimes. On the way to the Midas Array, Sean, Jarak, and I swore to each other that we would see this plan through to the very end. We shall join you aboard the Harmony. Commander Boroth will take over in my absence. A worthy compromise. I accept. Our deeds today will be the ones that echo through the halls of Stovakar. Kapla!